Hey there, it's Rachel Mullins, the host of Hashtag No Filter Fridays on Public House Media.
This is Dr. Mariah White, host of Your Life Matters, here on Public House Media. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media. Once you are done with this episode, I hope you'll come check out my show, Your Life Matters, where we talk about dreaming big and dreaming bold to reach your wildest dreams in both your health and your happiness. A new show comes out every single Tuesday. Don't forget to subscribe on iTunes so you'll never miss an episode of Your Life Matters. Thanks again for checking out the following broadcast on Public House Media.
What is up, everyone? It is Julianne Condia, your host of Rewritten. It is Rewrite Your Story Day, my favorite day of the week. Thank you so much for your messages and sharing this podcast on social media and with your friends. I am so incredibly grateful. If I sound awesome today, that is because shout out to Eric Condia. He got me this fancy microphone thing and I'm giving it a whirl. To be honest, I've been recording all of the podcasts previously to this just on my phone, and he is awesome and wanted me to get a little fancy, and I'm not a very fancy person, but today I'm being fancy. So if I sound different, it's all because of Eric Condia. Anyway, oh my goodness, I am so pumped because I have just been thinking about how I've gotten to where I am today. And it's not a secret. I don't think that success plays favorites. Success doesn't discriminate. And I just wanted to share with you how I've made this happen, how I've lost 35 pounds and I've kept it off, how I've grown my mindset, how I live my life every single day. It didn't magically happen. It wasn't like I had all this motivation in the world every single day as soon as my alarm would go off at 4:30 a.m. It was a choice. I had to create new habits in my life. So back in 2007, that was a while ago, I had a bet with my friends, or maybe more of a challenge, and that was to stop drinking soda. And I'm the only one who kept with that. I have not drank soda since 2007. And I recently shared that I stopped drinking alcohol. And it was kind of the same thing where I know I'm going to stick to it just because I've stuck to not drinking soda. And I guess my point to that is it just takes one choice, one commitment at a time. So for me to get to where I am today, I want to share with you what my routine looks like, what my daily habits look like, and it's not perfect, that's for sure. I definitely have to course correct. I think we can put this unrealistic expectation on ourselves. You know, we'll stick with it for 14 days and then all of a sudden we get off track for 3 and then we quit. And it's that fighting perfectionism. So I definitely think that there's a line of creating discipline, but then not getting so legalistic with it, that there is wiggle room, that there can be gray area with how you start your morning. And so when I say I set my alarm for 4:30, not every single day of my life do I get up as soon as my alarm goes off. I used to be a chronic snoozer. So I just think that I've gotten a lot better at it, but I give myself grace. So most mornings I set my alarm for 4:30, and some mornings I get up at 5:30. So my point is I want a strong morning. So I like to set my alarm early. And I just love thinking about as soon as my alarm goes off where it's like, okay, it's time to live today. It's time to have another day of life and another day of blessings and another day of being blessed by people and moments and time. And so I think about that, and I want life to be something when I wake up, I'm excited to get out of bed, even if I am a little bit tired. And I think that mind shift helps a lot. So we get up, and Eric gets right up. As soon as our alarm goes off, he jolts out of bed. I am not that person. I lay in bed for 10 minutes. I just need to gather my thoughts and just kind of sit there. And then as soon as we get up, we do a meditation prayer practice. And that's about for 20 minutes. And it's just, we're sitting in a room and our eyes are closed and we're breathing, and we're just reflecting on three things that we're grateful for. And it could be something simple as, I'm grateful for a lunch I had with a friend. I'm grateful for a good night's sleep. I'm grateful for my marriage. I'm grateful for a new pair of leggings. It can be anything that you're grateful for. It doesn't have to be super profound. And then we think about a coincidence that's not actually a coincidence, but something in your life that something happened. Like you walked into a coffee shop and met the love of your life. You decided to move to a new state and met some incredible people. Whatever it is it's a coincidence. So for me, a coincidence that I can think of is meeting Eric for the first time in a bar. And just thinking about when I first saw him that I'm going to marry that man. It's a coincidence, right? But not really. And so we reflect on a coincidence in life. And then we reflect on 3 things that we want in life, that we see ourselves accomplishing. So with that, for me, it's going for a big goal that I've hit with our team the last 2 years. And I think about I think about our 10-year wedding anniversary, or I think about, surprising my family with a trip. So you just think of 3 things, 3 outcomes that you envision. So that's what our morning looks like. And then after that, we work out, and then I am into personal development. So I try to read a chapter, if not more, a day, and I try to listen to a podcast. I love Super Soul Sunday with Oprah. I love the MF CEO. I love the Confidence Podcast. I love the Quote of the Day show, and I really love investing in my mindset. And then I get to work. So the biggest thing that I can help you with rewriting your story is that you have to create new habits. You have to make an effort and not lean on your current circumstances to dictate your life. Like, for example, if you're broke and you're overweight, you're miserable at your job, that kind of lifestyle is not going to guide you into this fulfilling one. You almost have to envision your future self, and that's what makes you get up out of bed. So if you're overweight, like I was when I first started my journey, it wasn't so much of, I can't wait to lose this amount of weight, but I just had to focus on, I know that working out is going to give me more energy for the day, and I'm used to sleepwalking through life. I'm used to feeling like a zombie, and I don't want to feel like that anymore. And sometimes the things that you don't want in life and the way you don't want to feel is enough motivation to get it done. And at the end of the day, we can want things, but we actually have to put in the work. So for me, it all started with one workout at a time, one podcast at a time, and just one moment at a time. And then for me, I just struggle with needing to do everything to the extra degree, and just realizing that I need to give myself grace, and that it's not going to be perfect all the time. I'm not going to crush every workout. I might skip a couple. I might get off track with my eating, whatever. But I think at the end of the day, all I want to do is be 1% better every single day. So friend, I'm asking you to really reflect on this. What is one habit that you need to change? Are you not sleeping? Are you watching Netflix before bed? I think that can really mess with your mind. I think it can mess with your sleep. And sleep is so important to me. Are you getting 8 to 9 hours of sleep? You might be like, I have a baby, so I get that. Are you scrolling social media too much? Are you indulging in fast food every day? Are you constantly body bashing? Are you checking the scale 3 times a day? What is the habit that is taking over your life in a negative way? And what can you do to replace that one thing? Now, if you focus on that one thing, get good at that, and then you can focus on another thing. So for me, it was working out, and then I tackled my nutrition, and then after that, I really tackled my mindset. And I would have to say, out of my entire transformation, and I'm constantly transforming, I was sharing this, that it's not that once you arrive at fit that you just automatically stay fit. You have to keep working on yourself to stay fit, right? So for me, it's not like, okay, I lost 35 pounds and I'm done. And I see so many people do that. They hit a goal and then they stop because they never stopped thinking beyond that goal. So for me, when I lost 35 pounds, I just liked how fit felt. So I show up every single day for myself, not perfectly, but I show up every single day. So whatever habit that needs to be for you, you need to lean into that and work on that habit, and then you're going to feel so much better, so much more accomplished, and you have to let that future person who you want to be move you, and not the current person that you are to move you. Or if you look back and be like, okay, I'm grateful for that 35 pounds heavier, overworked, burnt out, underpaid teacher. She made me. She gave me motivation. Every time I have an off day, I think about how far I've come, and I just go, I can't go back. You can't unknow things. And what I've been exposed to is feeling my absolute best. I didn't realize that you can get better with age. For some reason, I had mixed messaging, thinking that with age, you just get older and cranky and sore and low energy. And I was like, man, I'm just so grateful that with age, I get better. It's like, geez, I get better with age. And so I just want you to know that no matter where you're at in your life right now, if you're feeling stuck, that you can get better. This is just temporary. If you are frustrated with your job, your finances, it doesn't have to be like this forever. So what I want you to do is think about some habits that you need to change. And it's a slow, steady process. And fit feels good, and fit is an everyday decision. Fit is not a destination. It's once you get to that arrival, you're done. Getting fit in every area of your life takes constant work, but some days it's really hard work, and some days it's just consistent work. And for me, it's because I've created these habits, so when I don't feel like it, I do it anyway. And you can get to that point. It's just the person that you currently are, you're allowing that to dictate your moves. Your insecurities, your low confidence, being overweight, this or that, you're allowing that person, that mindset to guide your decisions. And if you let me breathe that belief into you and be like, no, you're more than that. You're more than broke. You're more than low confidence. You're made for more. So let me know how this spoke to you. Thank you for spending your time with me. I just love this community so much. You sharing this podcast, you sharing with me how this spoke to you is everything. So thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon.